This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
Because I just went gay all of a sudden.
Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge.
There is no racial bigotry. Here you are all equally worthless.
All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I totally understand. Usually we give him crap for being late, but this time I totally understand if he's got moving stuff going on.
Yeah, I get it.
However, I did not know he was moving.
I didn't know he was moving either. And to be fair, he's only 10 minutes late as of right now.
True.
According to our clock. He's got a magical clock because last time it was way different. But I'm going to send him a message right now.
Oh, man. Well, until then, I mean, we have an email to read. But
yeah.
Mark will want to hear that. So we could talk about, Chuck doesn't even know about this apparently.
No.
Before Marco gets in and we get into the locker room, we'll hit this. So you did not hear about the taxi driver who stopped a suicide bomber with his taxi by locking him inside.
What? No.
Yeah, it was
It's kind of fucking cool.
It was London, right? It was in London.
Liverpool.
Figure.
So it says, this is what we know so far. So Liverpool Women's Hospital, cab pulls up. There's video of it too. Like this cab pulls up at full speed and then just all of a sudden like comes to a stop and then kaboom, like it pops like inside, like the car you see pop and then windows blow out and some smoke and then it catches fire after the kaboom. And you see somebody running away and all this other stuff. Well, so this asylum seeker whose piece of shit name won't even, I mean, who gives a flying fuck?
It's like Abdullah Billah.
Yeah, it's AC Flame.
It's a lot of flame.
Although he was an asylum seeker in Iraq who came here in 2017 claiming to have converted to Christianity. Well, I haven't heard of many Christian suicide bombers lately. So
yeah, like ever.
So was the passenger of the taxi destroyed by the blast, and the driver did not suffer life-threatening injuries. So he
was already at a hospital. Like how fucking convenient.
He
right?
didn't suffer life-threatening injuries, and he blew some motherfucker up in the back seat.
Well, it was a very shitty made fucking suicide.
Obviously,
exactly. So he'd strapped a suicide bomb to his body, and then called the cab service and asked to be picked up and taken about 10 minutes away. So he's taking about a 10-minute ride from where they picked him up to the hospital, right? And so they couldn't draw any connection with any of the events and why he picked this place. So they have no idea what the motive was. But I guess the guy just figured out what was up, locked him in the car, and then beat feet and tried to get out of the car and survived by like ducking and getting below. And the taxi absorbed all the damage in the locked back of this, cab. And it's not a cab like we think of. Cabs there are, kind of like minibuses.
Yeah.
What are they? Anyway, I freaking
can't remember the names. But they're all run by the government basically.
Yeah. So it's public transportation based,
right?
On cab.
Well, my thing is why did he explode? Why didn't he wait for like first responders? It seems kind of like
he panicked. Maybe he accidentally hit the button.
He was he's trying to hit the lock button. He's like, no, you need to unlock. Oh shit.
Dude, what a shitty suicide bomber. He just killed himself.
That's a fucking not so smart bomb right there.
Dude. I bet you his buddies had it on a dead man switch and they're like, oh, no, fuck it.
Well, that's the thing. They're like, okay, he is pulled up in front of the hospital. We detonate. Aha. And then like, oh shit, he didn't make it out of the fucking cab.
They saw the door open for the driver to get out. Here he is.
Right. What's up, homie?
There he is.
Welcome to the. He's jumping right in. Oh, there he is. All right.
Marco, you're
Welcome
so
to the
goddamn
locker room.
adorable.
I'm Tom.
I'm Matthew.
Me so tired. Me sleepy.
Okay, so we were just we wanted to ask you about this, but we
Oh.
were discussing this right before you got here.
Shoot. Fire.
You've been moving?
Yes, I'm still in the process of it.
So what
That's
what happened?
Yeah, because
Well,
Matt and I were
my-
like, he's moving, and Matt goes, yeah, and I said, did you know he was moving? He goes, no,
Nope.
I'm all, me neither.
Nah, I literally had to stop off at the old house to get the gear for the podcast, and then realized that once I got here, that my workbench, which is a corner of it's where I record this, is just completely covered in boxes to sort through. So I got home and I was like, oh god damn it! I'm like, oh god, fuck, I had no chance in hell. No chance.
They can see you.
I love
So-
that Chuck just covered the camera with his hand in a futile attempt to hide that his wife's running around behind him.
Wait, I missed that. I was looking at Marco.
Oh,
Yeah,
you missed
it was
it.
hilarious.
And
I'll
Chuck's
have to
like
go
this.
back and watch
He's
this.
he's like doing this maneuver. She's like walking by.
oh god.
Pretty fucking
yeah,
delayed.
So yeah, that's
Sorry.
what's going on in Marco Land.
But how did you? Why did you? What? How did this come about?
You mean the whole moving thing in general?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So the house that we were staying at was my brother-in-law's house, and he decided to sell it. And it's not like he was selling it underneath us.
Oh.
He let us know. He's like, hey, I'm going to put it on the market, but we know that the market is better for looking for rentals or looking at purchases during wintertime. So we started looking to see what was out there, and a house came up that was like bigger than the one we had in our budget, so on and so forth, for rental. And it's actually across the street and 4 doors down from my mother-in-law's house, and she's awesome with the kids. So she's very hands-on and very awesome with the kids. So,
So it
but-
was just time.
yeah, but well, I mean, it wasn't time until June, but we decided we by the greater me, I mean her, decided to just move forward and jump on this house, which we this is hilarious. She's like, let's see what happens. I'm like, the fuck you mean to see what happens? We both got excellent fucking credit scores and I make enough money. They're gonna say yes, is what's gonna fucking happen. And sure enough, they said yes. Which then gave us 14 days until the 1st. And on top of that, if everyone remembers from the last couple of podcasts, my wife also launched her food truck or food trailer
Right.
the last 2 weeks ago as well. On top of me being busier at work right now, right before the start of slow season. So basically it's a perfect storm of mierda, as we say in Spanish, in Marco's
Mhm.
world. So
Mhm.
the shit hit the fan and it spread everywhere, and Marco's just spread super thin. So I'm tired
So-
as fuck. I don't know how active I'm going to be tonight, but I'm gonna try to
So
get in there.
after all this happened, did you look at her and say, "Did you see what happened?" You wanted to see what would happen. Did you see
No.
what just happened?
No, I just sent her a meme with the scientific method, which is an old timey picture of scientists
yeah.
like with beakers, and it just says, first you fuck around, and second you
And
find
you
out.
find out.
So, needless to say, she's like, "Oh, I was offered another event here next weekend," and I just whipped my fucking head around and just eyeballed the shit out of her. Like, if you fucking take on one more thing right now, I quit this bitch. So,
I done.
But you kind of seems like you
Um,
lucked out because you're so close to your mother-in-law.
No, that's what I meant by the right
so-
time. It was the right house, the right
so,
place, the right time.
Yeah, except for one thing. It's
Except for you had 2
further.
weeks.
Well, it's further south. It's further south, and it's further away from my work. I'm in the town called Buda, so it's basically just south of. It's the next town, just south of the Austin County line. So before I was like in the southernmost part of Austin, and now I'm out of Austin, the county, and I'm in like the next town down, which is a great community, but now instead of being 18 minutes away from work, and that's without traffic zipping through, I am now 25 minutes away from work. That's in a perfect condition with the wind at my sail and the
Which,
sun
for those of you in
directly
Los
front of me.
Angeles, would be an hour and a half.
Correct.
Which, if you were anywhere in Los Angeles,
Yep.
yeah, basically, I live the difference between, like, I live the distance. If you're in LA or anything like that, I basically work in, like, I live in, like, Simi Valley, and I work in Burbank.
Oh, wow.
Right.
What's the mileage? One way.
I have to look it up. It's like 20 miles. So I want to say maybe it's like a little less than that.
Okay. That's
It's,
not.
it's
Yeah,
not
that's not bad.
terrible.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, especially with the times as a tattoo artist. I don't go into work until like anywhere from noon to 2, and I get out of work anywhere from 10 to 11. So, but now it's luckily the guys who I close with on Wednesdays all know that's like one of the days for the podcast. So if I start closing down early, don't bother me. I gotta go.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Well, and here
So
we
how's
are
everyone
then
else
in the
doing? What's going on?
podcast.
Hey Chuck, how are you? How you doing? What's
Good.
going on, buddy?
How are you?
Somebody asked that they would love to hear our take on the Liverpool taxi hero who locked the suicide bomber in the cab. So that was
Okay,
Chuck
so
had not heard about it, so we were telling Chuck about it.
oh yeah, fill me in. Tell me about it.
It's this cab driver gets
Go
a
ahead.
cab. He gets called for a fare. The guy's in the back. Somehow the cab driver puts together this dude's got a suicide vest on and stops, like jumps out of the cab, and is in the process of jumping out of the cab as the cab speeds up to the hospital where this guy wants to detonate. The dude locks the dude in the cab, tries to jump out, and then the dude detonates himself inside the cab. Doesn't hurt anybody but himself, and the cab driver suffered
And the cab.
minor injuries.
Man, see what happened was
Premature.
the cab driver watched Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen in the morning, and then followed that up while he was having breakfast. He was watching Roadhouse.
Oh,
Patrick
there you go.
Swayze.
Yeah.
That right there, that
Mhm.
1-2 combo gave him all the necessary skills he needed in order to survive that day. And that's what you get. That's exactly what happened is he trained himself mentally with
Yes.
these two pieces of cinematic masterpieces, which
Yes.
gave him the tools in order to execute what he needed to do in order to, save lives. He's out there
Very
being
left
Charlie
brain, right
Sheen,
brain.
y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What if he was ex-SAS?
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, if he's ex-SAS in real life, then he lived those two movies.
So he's not sassy anymore. His ex sass. So now he's like So now he's straight.
He's
Like, now he's
ex-ass.
like even keel. So now he's just even keel kind of guy. That's what we're saying. That comes from watching those two films.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Although I still I will die on this hill. Under Siege
John.
is a great
Oh my
action
god.
movie.
Jesus.
I will die on
Wait.
this hill.
Wait.
Navy
Wait.
SEAL in the kitchen. I'm all about it. Sign me up, suckers. That movie is 100% terribly
Wait.
awesome.
That was
Yeah, it is terribly
starring-
awesome.
That
Yeah,
was
it is pretty
starring.
Dude,
That was starring the man.
the late
himself,
great
the-
Steven Seagal.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, he
Mr.
died?
Wait, he
Nope.
passed away.
Oh,
Oh,
He's
mean,
super
his-
fat now.
Now he looks like the
his
guy who
career-
hates.
his career- Yeah, you're right.
He
Look
looks
at
like the
guy
beast
who
that
hates
ate
great.
Steven Seagal.
yes.
Yeah, he does look like the guy who hates Steven Seagal. And that,
Did you see it?
you know what I can't get over? What I can't get over when you look at like pictures and videos of Steven Seagal nowadays is the Just for Man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
god,
Like,
that's fucking black shoe
Oh.
polish. That is not
Dude,
just for men. That's
it
black
is-
fucking
it's
shoe
like,
polish.
oh my
That's
God,
fucking-
it's-
That is like kiwi saddle
Yep.
soap. Or that's parade gloss, dude. That is
Oh
that is
man.
some
it,
whew,
Okay,
like
guys.
Wayne Newton's like, that's some shit.
guys. I like to maybe open up the. I like to maybe open up the book for this one.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Think about it, if I may have the
may.
floor for a second.
You may.
Thank you, sir. We here in the Locker Room Podcast, we like to give what we call a PSI.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen,
And
Marco and his PSA.
let it be written and know that if you're going to use the paint on the face in order to make yourself think that you look younger, number uno, it does not work. Everyone still knows you're old as fuck.
Yeah.
Number two.
Número
Number
dos.
two. You okay, Chuck?
You taint on the
saw
face reminded me of something that my buddy
this? No, it's the taint. No, it's the taint.
Oh,
the
taint.
taint.
No, it's the
Taint, not
taint.
taint.
I heard taint.
Yeah, we know.
I heard taint on the face.
That is not. I'm not putting taint on the
No.
face in the locker
But you
room
reminded me
podcast.
of a
Fucking,
really
you know,
fucking great
a
story.
book.
Jesus
not,
Christ.
not one that I was involved in. Actually, I was witness to a teabag once on a couch. Thomas, I'm just gonna. All right. Anyways, look, basically, one, guys, it doesn't look real. It never looks real.
Not at all.
And two, the rule is if you're going to do it, the darker you do it is not the younger you look. So if you naturally were a blonde, don't fucking put black shoe polish on your fucking mustache and your beard and be like, look,
Hulk
I'm
Hogan.
20 years younger.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Yes. No, nah, as a matter of fact, no, you're not.
Oh,
Dude.
just embrace it. Embrace the
Hey,
gray.
Yeah.
Can I share that story that did jog my memory from taint on the face, even though he didn't
You-
say taint on the face?
You kind of have to now, Chuck.
I
You
mean,
have to.
okay.
It's
You,
required.
No, but-
take on the
but
face,
hold
take
on.
over the podcast. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Whoa,
Hold on.
go.
You know what really concerns me is his not the fact that we didn't have to bug him or bully him or at all say, hey, motherfucker, you have to tell this story now.
Oh no,
he
he's
was
like,
very excited to tell this story. It's his level of glee
Well-
and excitement over telling the story that concerns me a bit for his welfare. I just
wait until wait. If you go back and listen, like he didn't even say about having anything about a story about
That's
his
right.
face. He's just like, hey, I heard taint in the face, and I kind of jumped in, and then all of a sudden it's like, thank you, hey Marco, thank you for being done with your segment. Now to the story about the taint on the face. I'm like, what fucking story about taint on the face? All right, go. Hit me, Chuck.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
no, not like that though. Not like that. No, not like that.
A 480-pound woman was charged with involuntary
out.
manslaughter
Oh,
after her
God.
husband died while performing
Back in.
oral sex.
what?
An Ohio woman has been sentenced to involuntary manslaughter after her spouse was found dead minutes after he had performed oral sex onto her. Annabelle Gaston, 28, was arrested last year after calling 911 when her husband, Erwin Gaston, 31, had a cardiac arrest while apparently being suffocated to death. Gaston told the 911 operator at the time that she was sitting on her husband's face while he was giving her cunnilingus. When she realized his skin had
What
changed
reporter
color,
wrote this?
an awesome
we were
one.
having
Dear
sex.
Penthouse, I never
Cunnilingus.
dreamed.
And he stated eating my pussy. I was just
What?
sitting on his face for like 25
What fucking
minutes.
article is
And
this,
his
dude?
legs turned a greenish blue color. She told 911 operator at the time in horror, according to Gaston's lawyer, Erwin Gaston liked to insert his head inside my client's vagina, and my client warned him on multiple occasions that it was a dangerous practice. He told the judge,
Wait,
Franklin County District
Time out.
Judge Henry.
Wait,
gets
what's
better.
his name? What's his name?
hold on.
What's the name of the suspect? I'm googling this right fucking now.
Annabella Gaston.
Annabella.
No one fucks like Gaston.
Franklin County District
Did.
Court
Okay.
Judge Henry Miller.
Wait, hold on. Don't say
Oh my
another.
God.
Boys. Should we let him
yeah,
continue
yeah.
before I
Yeah,
fact
hold-
check him,
before-
or should I just
Yes,
fact check
just
him right
continue.
now?
No, continue.
No.
This is great.
It gets
Carry
better.
on.
It gets so much
Dude,
better.
you know,
Wait a minute.
I
This is. I smell a new
There's more.
segment. Is this story true with Chuck?
I like it. I like it.
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
yes.
Hey,
But
guys,
the-
I
but
seriously have
Chuck-
a visual. I have a visual of Ace Ventura in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Coming out of that rhino's
Going out
ass.
the rhino.
Yeah.
Want me to finish?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
No,
a
no, no,
plausible
no,
story,
okay.
though.
Judge Henry Miller sentenced Annabelle Gaston to 10 years and 6 months after he judged her sexual practices extremely dangerous behavior and a completely reckless conduct for a woman of her size. To prove this, the prosecutor showed documents attesting that paramedics took at least 12 minutes to release the head of Erwin Gaston from inside
my
of
God.
Annabella Gaston's genitals.
No.
The time of death
that
is
can't
estimated
be
to be 17 minutes before the 911 call and 59 minutes after Erwin Gaston's head was removed from the inside of the
No.
defendant's genitals. He said in court before delivering his sentence. Erwin Gaston was also hospitalized last year, only weeks after the couple's honeymoon, after large amounts of fecal matter had entered his lungs during oral intercourse, according to a medical report presented in court.
Okay, are you ready for a ruling on the field?
It's
I am
fucking
because I don't
false.
know. I didn't fact check it. I just read the story.
Are you ready for
Lost-
a ruling
lo-
on the field?
Lost
Yes.
me in 12. Lost me in 12 minutes. Well, lost me actually head inserted inside the camera.
No, you
Like,
had me there. That's plausible. That could.
you
Ask
a
Brandon
bowling
her
ball.
shit.
I mean, I've seen many.
It's called
many
reverse
different
frowning.
types.
Okay.
Yeah, this.
Yes,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know what it's called. It's called it. Okay,
Pink
so you
on
have
the
four
face.
choice. I'm going to give you four choices. Here you go. It is either true, it is either false, it is either mixed true and false, or it is satire. You have true, false, mix of true and false, and satire.
I'm gonna
Those
go
are your
satire.
I'm gonna say
Although it's very plausible
mixed.
that a large woman sat on a man's face and he
There's
suffocated.
photos
Well,
of like her and her husband.
Well,
I mean,
come on.
you can find a. You can
He's
find
a
a
little
chubby
guy
chaser.
too.
Dude,
You can find a chubby chaser photo. Out
I'm gonna,
there.
I'm
That's
gonna
pretty
say,
easy to
I'm gonna
find.
say satire. Was this? Did you read this off the Onion?
No, no,
By
my buddy
chance?
posted it.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Alright,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go with satire. Margot, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with half and half. I'm gonna go with like something
Okay.
did happen.
That's
You know
what
what
I-
I'm saying?
that's what I was
Like,
leaning
it is
towards,
it is
but-
satire.
Okay.
It is
Satire,
from
okay.
the website. If you guys want to check it out, the World News Daily Report, which literally sounds like one of those tabloid magazines from the grocery
Yeah.
store.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
are also known for publishing such news stories as gold-plated genitals or man who got into a bunch of car accidents after receiving a brain transplant from a woman, or priest who had a crucifix removed from his rectum.
Rectum hell damn near killed him. Oh man.
So,
Oh goodness.
so
Oh my god.
in this case, I would say satire is correct.
Jesus Christ. Although it is plausible because that's probably happened. Not to that extent, but I could picture a large woman sitting on a man's face. But you'd think she'd stop when he stopped moving. Like
As a
there's no
police
longer
officer,
any-
I 100% tell you that is a 100% plausible story.
Yes, yes.
That's why I was like, this has got to be true. Can't make this shit up.
Mhm.
I mean, we've literally burst in the door on dopers that have had things up their ass while we're serving the search warrant.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Wow. All right. Well,
so there was that. So
fuck.
we discussed. Oh, by the way, and because this isn't the joke segment, so I just wanted to tell you that I saw a meme that said Kyle Rittenhouse is cold-blooded, callous murderer. He says he knows CPR, and yet he sat there and watched the DA choke.
and did not offer to provide aid. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was like, where the fuck is that movie coming from? Until I realized it was me.
So, oh, look at that. Matt Scott,
Freshie. Got a freshie.
whatever.
Hey.
Voodoo Ranger. Yeah.
Dude, I can't
Nice.
have no
Shit's
alcohol.
so popular out here.
I will I got to take pills later that are supposed to get me through till the dentist appointment in the morning. And if I drank anything with them, I will Heath Ledger myself to, like,
What,
No, we don't want that.
I will go full Amy Winehouse if I drank on these pills.
So what are you getting done? What's
I gotta
happening
get it's a long story, but basically I have to get 3 teeth replaced. So they pulled teeth when I was a young man to get braces and caused some issues that could be genetic, could be a combination of things. Long story short, they got to pull 3 other teeth, and then because there's nothing to move into their place, they're going to put implants in. So I'm getting my first set of implants, and when I get
Ooh.
implants, you boys want to see them? I'll show you the
Yeah.
implants.
You got to massage them for a while?
Yeah, right. It's like you got to chew stuff. You got to
You gotta
really
chew
chew stuff.
Like gum? No, not gum.
Yeah, right. So anyway,
All right.
no, that was basically what he said was, why chase this problem any longer? Just let's have them out because it's going to happen eventually. Let's just have them out, put the implants in, and get you done and over with. I'm like, oh, okay.
Fucking
Sounds terrible. Sounds
well,
awful.
the dentist is your brother-in-law, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You have to have 2 different ones. This one they're going to be drilling like a screw thing into your mouth and then let it heal and then come
Right.
back in later and screw in the teeth.
no, this is a new style. So he's going to basically clean out what was there, let it heal up, with this
Mhm.
stuff that they put into your gums that's made out of your own blood. And then a month from now, I'll go in and they'll use this teeny tiny drill, stick in a post right through the gums, and hammer the freaking implant onto it.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
I was thinking
Yeah.
like, hey, can you do like laser etching on one of the teeth or something? Just have like FAFO fucking laser etched on one of my teeth, but it's in the
Yeah,
back, so like you can't see it until I like smile real wide and fucking fish hook myself or something.
I want to see a picture of the
I-
hammer he's going to use to think, on like, is your head just going to be kicked back and he's got like a knee on your chest? He's just whack, whack.
Okay,
whack, just
if you really want me to, I'll ask my wife if she'll take a video of him putting the
Yes.
implant on.
yes, please. Yes,
Are
please.
you gonna be out? Are you gonna be out? Or are you gonna be just
No, I'm just going to be nuked mentally. Like he's going
Yeah.
to basically turn my brain to gelatin and say that you're
Mhm.
he's like, you're going to be having so much fun. You won't give a shit what I'm doing.
Hit it harder, you
Great.
pussy.
Basically, because he says, I can give you the gas. He goes, if I give you the gas, you can drive yourself to the appointment and you can drive yourself home.
That's
But
no fun.
the gas, you're still going to be, kind of able. I just can't put you down as far. And I said, okay, what's my other option? He says, the other option is my sister, your wife drives you to and from the appointment. I give you some pills. You won't remember a thing. I'm all, let's go with
Hell
me.
yeah. Yeah.
I like option
There you
B.
Yep.
Yeah,
option B
so-
with some video afterwards of you
Yeah,
answering
so
some
that's
basic
tomorrow.
questions. That
Well,
we're
so
going to send
tomorrow
your
is
wife.
the one that's really going to be bad because tomorrow is when they're actually doing the extractions. So that's like he said take today. He said, I'll do them on Thursday, take Friday off. I'm like, oh, great. Thanks. Good to know.
And then you have the weekend to
Mm.
recover.
And Thanksgiving coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have some
he said,
wild
no, you'll be
dreams.
fine. I know. Can't wait. Anyway, so other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? No. So we have promised and we have forgotten, and Chuck came to the rescue and reminded us.
Yes, because we would have done
We
forgotten
would have
again.
totally done forgotten again. That we had forgotten to read a spooky listener email that we ran
Yes.
out of time for.
that we got on
for Halloween.
September 22nd is when this email was
Oh, wow.
received.
Yes.
It
It was well in advance of Halloween. We just ran out of time on our Halloween show
Gotcha.
because
and I forgot.
I think Alec
I'll be
Baldwin
honest, I
killed
forgot.
somebody.
Yeah, cocksucker, he fucked everything up. But yeah, and I forgot. But this is from our loyal listener, Saint Anger. And this is the same. And guys, I sent you the video of Saint Anger sent me a video, a birthday well wish of him taking a couple healthy swigs straight out of the old Jameson
Mhm.
bottle in honor of my birthday. It was a couple weeks ago, last week, whenever the fuck that was. And he even poured some out for the homies. I'm still alive, but I appreciate the sentiment. That's typically something you do for the homies that are
Right.
no longer with you,
They're
but
dead.
I appreciate it. So that was
It's the thought
awesome.
that counts.
It's the thought that counts. Yeah. Yeah. So he sent this
he
email in.
didn't, he didn't wish you, he didn't thank you for your service on Memorial Day. That's
Right. That's yeah. We did have another listener that hit me up that wanted to Venmo Chuck and myself money to buy us a beer on Veterans Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I thought that
Nice.
was cool. And I say, you know what? The fact that you even thought to do that, like save your money, like that's, I said, I wish we could just meet up with you at a bar, and do that.
Pretty cool.
But
which
yeah,
I still
that
say
was-
we need to do. And I have a plan that I will pitch to Marco off the air.
Okay.
Is
We
it
gotta
the
find, we got like a lot of these listeners.
mission pissed the wife off.
No,
We're gonna have
it's,
to. We're gonna have to pick like the center of the continental United States, and people are just gonna have to meet us up there.
Well, I was thinking that we, if we turn it into a tattoo extravaganza where maybe we get Marco
Why
a
am I getting
spot,
whored out again?
and the locker
We're
room
gonna have
could pay-
Marco. You're
But
gonna
here's the thing,
work, and
the
we're gonna
locker
have
room
fun.
could pay for the
Yeah,
plane
yeah,
ticket.
exactly. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
The locker room could pay for
room's
the
gonna
plane
fly
ticket.
you out here so you can fucking work
Okay.
on us
And then
for free. Yeah.
we could all do a live show from the locker room salon. There's a bar at the locker room salon that we could do a live show from.
Oh, up in your neck of the woods.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Hmm.
But how does this factor in meeting listeners for a drink?
because they come to the live show at the bar.
Oh, gotcha.
And we'll do a live show,
We've got a
live
trailer.
episode, and we'll do a meet and greet. And then any listener that wants to get a tattoo from Marco,
What the
Can-
fuck?
pay money, pay some fat cash.
Just like,
They'll
there-
be over
there
in
it
the
is.
corner slinging away, and we're having a good
That's
time.
it. That's it. Like
That's kind
last
of
time
fucked
we-
up. That's kind of
like
fucked
the last
up.
time we
I'm
got
not gonna
together.
lie.
Hey, we're
No,
coming to
no.
you live.
I'm saying
It was
these
fun
people are
time
going to
at
want
the
to
fucking tattoo shop.
come
there.
all the
I
way
was
over to
working
pay
on
money to
top
get a
line
tattoo
for
from
3
Marco.
hours,
Why don't they just fly to Marco's state and go to his
Right?
shop to get a tattoo?
right? Where all my things are at. It was,
They can do
a
that.
lot easier
Where all my
for me.
things are at.
where it's a lot easier for me to do.
And they can fly up to Idaho to have drinks with us during a live show. We'll have
I'm
a
just saying,
contest.
if Marco's
we'll
going to
pick
be
a
here,
couple-
we got to get tattoos.
We'll-
we gotta
we'll
do
have
stupid shit.
Hey, seriously. All right, dude. I say we fucking take over like a suite in Vegas. If we're gonna meet up, if we're gonna meet up anywhere,
It's still pretty cheap up there because
Yeah,
But it's also
it's still
let's get a
it's also
fucking
very
suite.
vaccine-y and masky, and I don't want to deal with all that.
Vegas.
bullshit.
No, Vegas isn't. Is it?
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah, my daughter.
no. I had a coworker that just came back from over there, and he said like the fucking Wild Wild West up in that motherfucker.
Well, that's good to hear. That means we're getting back to normal when Vegas has gone back to Sodom and Gomorrah, not just Sodom.
That's just right. So yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm
right.
saying let's get a fucking pimp
Okay.
house in Vegas. And
All
then
right,
have
so our
people show
email.
up.
Okay, so the email. So from Saint Anger, and I haven't screened this, so I'm just gonna fucking read it.
Ooh,
Uh,
we're going raw dog.
Yeah, we're raw
Ballsy.
dogging this shit. So Saint Anger on the Supernatural. What's up, my dudes? Just listened to the 2020 Halloween episode, and I thought I'd share my experiences. When I was 13, I woke up and I was surrounded by these weird little shadow people things. I lost my shit, and my screaming woke up my older brother, and he was like, dude, what the fuck happened? Are you good? And I was trying to explain that I was surrounded by these shadow people things. And then in parentheses, Jesus, shadow people things sounds methy as fuck.
That's messed up.
That's messed up. But he couldn't see them. They disappeared shortly after. Since then, there have been several times where I've woke up and could see something standing. Oh, fuck. I don't know what this word's supposed to be. Standing in my took, watching me.
Truck
Maybe room. I don't know.
room.
Sometimes it would just be a chair with a coat hanging on it, but a lot of times I'd turn the light on and nothing would be there at all. When I was 17 or 18 visiting my dad, I woke up every night and saw the outline of a tall male figure leaning against the doorway watching me. My dad is not tall, and I could hear him snoring from across the house. I'd turn the light on, and yeah.
Did
Um,
you
I'd
live
turn
anywhere near Washington D.C.?
I'd turn the light on and nothing would be there as usual. On the third night, I just looked at the figure and said, if you're going to do something to me, do it. I'm going back to sleep.
That's called consent.
you
gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an invitation.
It's no longer ghost rape. It's just ghost sex at that point.
I'm telling you.
Had implied consent.
Wait, and then I just turned over and went back to sleep. So you consented and then you opted up the whole.
And then you
Wait, how did you say it? Did you say, if you're going to do it, just do it already? Or were you just more like, if you're going to do it, just do it already?
Yeah. Presentations, everything.
By the way, I'm going back to sleep, but I'm putting my boxers on
Yeah.
backwards.
I'm going toes down, ass up on this mattress, big boy. Come on over.
We love you, Saint Anger.
I never saw anything again.
Okay.
Other than so wait, there's a couple more paragraphs.
Okay.
Other than starting to smoke
paragraphs.
Well,
Shit.
I mean, they're short paragraphs. We're almost there. We're
Okay,
more
if you
than
haven't
halfway
stopped,
through.
if you haven't stopped welding, or if you listen to this podcast, you haven't
Too
stopped
fucking
welding
late.
yet, or
Too fucking
driving,
late.
or
it's
drinking,
too
yeah.
late. But you
You know
now
what?
would be the last
No more.
stop.
No more. You all fucking know better. If you're gonna listen to this while you're welding, you fucking get what you get. That's on you. At this point, that's on you.
Actually, I think you get what you get. It's what you tell the customer. Go ahead.
Okay. Other than starting to smoke weed when I was 12, I never did any drugs until my 20s. So drug-induced psychosis is out. I've been told several explanations, including sleep/stress-induced psychosis, or Celtic fairies feel drawn to me because I was a very strong magical aura around me. I've also
fuck
been
did you
told.
ask?
I've also
I know,
been
right?
told.
The
I've
shaman.
also been
Carol
told that-
Baskin.
Quit asking Baskin. I'm telling you, quit asking Baskin.
I'm so excited for Tiger King 2, you guys. I'm so
Oh, yeah.
excited for Tiger King 2.
Hey, y'all, you cool cats and kittens.
I've also been told that it's demonic oppression and that I've let demons make a stronghold
Yeah.
in me.
No, that's not what that
Personally-
is. That's not what that is.
personally-
If anybody knows about oppression, it's me. That is not what that is. Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
Your oppressors are all white, not
Yeah.
shadows.
Speaking of which, yeah,
Oh.
quiet. Whitey's talking, so be quiet. Personally, I think I'm more inclined to think it's something supernatural. Maybe not quote fairies, but who knows? I'll let you guys decide for yourself what it is.
Well,
I also
okay,
have
first,
some-
before
wait,
we
hold
decide
on.
if it. Oh,
Last sentence. I also have
Go.
some interesting stories from when I had a roommate who practiced witchcraft, but that's for another time.
oh God.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are really good, too.
Okay, so now,
I think I
so
had one of
now we
those.
know. Now we know who told him that it may be like that he's attracting fairies with his auras. And by the way,
The witch.
as far as like, let's break this down. As far as attracting fairies,
Right. So,
was this in San Francisco?
so my
Oh.
observation would have been you will know if the ghosts are fairies if you see them spooking around the hallway, and when they look at you, they go, "Hey."
Boo!
That's funny.
Oh, where did you
I'm
get those
gonna help.
pajamas? They're just awful.
But as far as those shadow people, we kind of
Yeah.
covered
Okay.
that
Fuck
when I was
this
talking
email
about
too, by the way.
yeah when we were talking about my situation. There's a what did you
Right.
call them? It's a sleep paralysis, right?
Mhm.
Right? Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's when
Yep.
you think that you see these fucking shadow people,
These black
So-
shadow people, right?
yeah.
But okay, so here's why fuck that email. Because there's a ton of shit in my family again that y'all heard on the last couple you've heard a bunch of times, and why I believe in the supernatural and what stuff. And a lot of people who've never like experienced this kind of stuff, I can totally understand why they wouldn't. It's fine. But I can tell you 100% that my mother used to, in that haunted house that Marco's been in and Matt's been in,
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
my mother claimed to have seen a shadowy figure hovering above her bed, like over her, like floating
in that house.
And
In that house.
yeah, in that house.
I believe it. 100%.
And then she said she would look down to the end of the hallway and she would see the shadowy figure coming towards her, and then she'd like flip on the lights and nothing would be there. Well, when my daughter was about 8 years old, she used to complain to my wife about the shadow people coming in her window at night.
what the fuck?
Oh shit.
And we thought it was like, well, first she said, I don't want the shadows to get me, shadow people together, the bad people. And I thought she was talking about like she was worried about bad guys from my work, like because she knew daddy was a policeman and bad guys might come in. But no, she was saying that there were these men that looked like shadows that would like
Ooh.
they were outside her window trying to come in. And I'm like, now I remember what my mom said, and now I'm like, fuck St. Anger's email. That shit, no, nope, no sir. And it could be a lot of things, in my opinion. The bottom line is, I know I don't have to worry about them because I don't fuck with that shit. Like I'm like Eddie Murphy talks about in like the black people in the haunted house. He's like, black people could never get trapped by a haunted house because they'd be like, this is the most beautiful house ever. And then all of a sudden the house would be like, no, too bad we can't stay, baby. That's kind of how I was like, nope, ghosts can't live in this house. So I believe in that shit.
So we're gonna have to St. Anger. We're gonna have to have a follow up, and yeah, I want to hear more about the.
I think we need to have him on if he's down to come on.
Oh, for sure, he'd totally be down.
Okay, so then we're also going to play a game here.
Go
Oh,
on.
yeah?
We're going to play a fun
Oh.
game. It's a meme game. We're going to play a game called If You Had to Summon Me Through Magic by drawing a pentagram on the ground and placing 5 items.
Oh, what
at
would the
each
items be?
corner.
Oh.
What would you have to place on the 5 corners of the pentagram to summon me? That's the game we're going to play real quick, just to see how well we know each other.
Listeners, don't say burritos or tacos. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican. I'm Venezuelan.
So listeners, send us your emails.
Yes.
Here's the deal. You can play with Tom, Marco, Chuck, and Matt. We can play with just one, or play with a bunch of us. You do all of us, or just one of us. We'll pick the winner, and we'll send.
I was gonna say, I'm like, hey,
We'll send you a t-shirt, or we'll send you something. We'll figure it out, because I don't know what we're gonna send yet, but we'll do it for the best one.
a handwritten thank you note.
Subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say. Anyway, so if you were in a magic ritual standing in the middle of the pentagram, and you had to place 5 unique individual items at each corner of the pentagram to summon one of us magically to where you are, what 5 items do you think you would need? All right. So
I can't wait to hear this shit.
Yeah, I can't wait.
hear this bullshit.
I have an idea, but I don't even want to give anybody any ideas. But
No.
okay, so
So-
we'll talk about it after we're done. But I already know what one is going to be for me.
so here's the
Without
thing.
a shadow of a
Should we play our own version of it, like Secret Santa, where we have to partner each other up, or should we each have to do everybody?
No, I think we should each do everybody. Just write notes next week.
All right.
Yeah.
You're so glad you brought your bell this week.
I remembered. I was like, I'm the fucking bell. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. So, yes, Saint Anger, I 100% believe in all the things you saw. Isn't that a song by those 2 little Russian lesbians? All the things you saw?
Hanson.
I don't know.
I was about to say
That
Hanson.
was 3, right? There were 3 of them.
Were they Russian lesbians too?
I don't know.
Oh, anyway,
They look like guys now that they're older. It's weird.
yuck. No, sir. Dude,
You talking about? Still talking about Hanson?
Yeah.
Bop.
Lord in heaven. So we have to figure out what we have to take down another movie for Christmas. So I was thinking, if we're going to do a movie for Christmas, right? What if we do the Locker Room Ruins, a classic?
Yes. When are we going to do this
So-
though? Because I'm gonna be like legit out of the country for a bit.
Well, then we'll have to do it before you leave.
Yeah.
Obviously. But if we did a movie watch, what Christmas classic should we like just watch and then take notes and jump on the podcast right after watch it and just destroy it?
Destroy it as in like just punch holes in plot lines and
Anything.
inaccuracies and all that shit.
Yeah. Like just pick the
Okay.
movie apart. Plot holes, character flaws, anything like that.
Okay.
Or we could just say we loved it.
Home Alone.
I was going to say Home Alone
that's
or
a good
Die,
one.
or
Home
like
Alone.
Die Hard.
We
Home
did
Alone.
Die Hard.
We did
On
the
the-
Die
We
Hard.
did?
On, no,
Yeah, we
did
had the
Die Hard
argument
on, we did
over-
Lethal Weapon on
Yeah.
our
Oh,
show.
yeah,
We
yeah,
did
yeah.
Die Hard on War Stories.
That's right. That's right.
Now we could do
Um,
another non-traditional Christmas movie like Gremlins,
I was going to say Gremlins. Fuck. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
or we could do a traditional. Like we could do Christmas Vacation
right.
and just talk about how ridiculous the SWAT team is at the end of that fucking
Oh
movie.
my god! Going through the window, fucking like somersault.
Rappelling through the
Yeah,
fucking windows
yeah,
of the two.
yeah.
Anyway, we could talk about Elf. We could talk about a Christmas, like we could go just straight
Elf is
cheese and
another
talk
good
about
one.
some like old ass Christmas movie. So, we'll have to post we'll have to post something where people can vote, or just make it. People can make their random suggestions.
Every time you ring a bell, an angel gets its
I hate
wings.
that fucking movie. Fucking hate that
Ding,
fucking
Scrooge.
movie.
You don't like Scrooged?
No.
No, Miracle on
he's talking about
34th
The Miracle on
Street.
30
Oh,
no,
Miracle on-
It's a Wonderful Life.
Whatever. I hate that
Oh,
one
yeah.
too.
Wait. What about Scrooged?
I
Oh,
love
Scrooge. Yeah, Scrooge is
That's
good.
a- that's
Yeah.
a strong one.
Yep.
That's a
yep,
strong,
yep,
strong
yep,
one.
yep.
strong contender.
Yep.
I love Scrooged. So
Let's do that
if-
one.
What about the
You can do Scrooge.
Ghost of Girlfriend's Past? That's kind of Christmassy.
Are you?
What the fuck is wrong? He's fucking with us. He's gotta be fucking with us. He's
Dude,
gotta be
girlfriend's
fucking
back.
with us.
Chuck,
Oh,
go
he's
ahead.
in the room
Suggest
in
Love
7 minutes.
Actually.
Put a pot of water on to boil and grab the chicken's foot out of my fucking suitcase.
Oh my God, what is happening? We've lost all control.
What a dick.
Ground control to Major Tom. Anyway, so if we get everybody to vote on what the hell our Christmas movie that we destroy is going to be, and if
Okay.
you just want us to like tell us, do you want us to like roast it, like see if we can pick it apart, or do you want us to just?
I mean, that's
watch
going to
it
happen
and-
regardless, probably.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
So we'll
we
definitely
could
do
do
that.
one of those things on. See, here's the problem with a lot of our. I found that like there's quite a chunk of our listeners that don't subscribe to the social media. Shit, what is this?
Why?
I mean, I guess we could do something
Why?
live on YouTube.
I don't understand. What the?
Gonna fucking leave.
Yeah.
You still got your
Yeah.
fall decorations out, I see.
Well, no, it's everything switched. That went from
Ah.
day after Halloween. Now it's like fucking. It's fall, y'all.
Right.
Christmas in my house.
Yeah. We wait till the day after Thanksgiving, like a somewhat rational person.
There is a fucking Christmas tree up in stockings in my living room, like full blown, like decorated.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
fuck,
I
fuck
just
Turkey Day. Gonna go right past it.
Yeah.
hey,
Like-
I only hung my Christmas lights because I didn't want to do it in the snow, and the snow is for sure coming. It's already been here, so
Wow,
Hmm.
we're hung over here.
Text
Like
give me
a
the bell, give me
hamster.
the bell, give me the bell. Okay, so as we slide into home plate this evening, I wanted to
Yes.
tell you that at work I got a new name for this segment.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
What do you got?
and it was because I told a joke at work, and I was told, "Oh, you got big joke energy."
Oh, I like that's like big dick energy, but
Right.
what a joke.
So
All right.
I was like,
can
"Okay,
respect that.
big joke." So it's time for some big joke energy, boys.
Okay.
It's time for some big joke energy.
Well, fuck, I learned
Um,
something today.
What'd you learn?
I learned that you could use those disposable masks to brew espresso. You know why?
Right.
Because they're coffee filters.
Oh,
Dude,
Hey,
I love your
did you
setup.
know that
So
the
good.
the CEO of IKEA was elected Prime Minister of Sweden?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
well,
So now he's assembling his cabinet.
Wow. Hey, so
wow.
quick news. I'm not able to work as a police officer anymore, so I got hired at a local adult store.
Oh.
Yeah, today was my first day on the job, and I got a raise.
Oh, wow.
I was sitting in a restaurant the other night, and the waitress was this really sexy Thai girl, right? And I thought to myself, I was like, please don't get an erection. Please don't get an erection. But she did.
Lady boys. Hey, did you know? Did you know? I just found out that Raymond Burr had a brother who was a lumberjack. His name was, his name was Tim.
Oh, shit.
How do you tell the difference between an adult film star and a psychiatrist?
How?
Ask them to pronounce the word analyzed.
I'll take the rapist for $400, Alex. It's therapist.
I'll take anal bum cover for 200. That's an album cover.
Anal bum cover.
I'll take famous whore semen like for 200. Where do you even see that? Look right there. Famous whore like your mother, Trebek. Semen. That's famous horseman.
I'm still stuck on
oh.
anal bum cover.
What do you call a chicken staring at lettuce?
What?
Chicken Caesar salad.
Hey, how did Bilbo survive the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy?
How?
Being a bitch.
Because old hobbits die hard.
That's good.
Oh, shit. Okay, wait, I got one. Oh, you'll know. Larry at work told me this joke.
Okay.
Um,
And yes, folks, there is a real Larry at work. This is not a setup.
yeah, no, this is real. So he said, what did the agnostic, dyslexic, insomniac do?
Stayed up. Oh,
He stayed up all night wondering if there is a dog.
Mm. All right. Thomas almost went in for the kill.
Yeah,
Just wanted it down.
he's talking himself. Yeah, because
Well,
Larry probably told him that too.
So last night, my wife says to me, she says, "Do you ever get a shooting pain across your body, like someone's got a voodoo doll and they're stabbing it?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "How about now?"
You know what? I lost my kidneys when I turned 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My knees are 100% adult now.
Man.
Scientists have been trying to grow human vocal cords in a petri dish.
Really?
The results
Oh.
speak for themselves.
Oh wow. That's a dad joke for sure.
You know, back in the day, I was kissing my girlfriend on the sofa, and she goes, "Let's take this upstairs." And I said, "Okay, you grab one end, I'll grab the other."
All right.
Tonight I'm making Himalayan possum soup.
What?
It's just regular possum, but I found him laying on the street.
Oh god.
All right, I got a kid friendly
Hold
one.
on. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead,
Here's
Chuck.
the kid-friendly
Chuck,
joke.
sorry, go ahead, Chuck. Chuck, go ahead.
Sorry,
Oh, you know
what do
Chuck's isn't kid friendly. Well,
mine's 100%
unless it's kid toucher friendly.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck you, dude.
20 of them.
Oh, man. What do you call an adult with imaginary friend?
What?
What?
Religious.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right.
Smart.
All right,
man.
here's one fun for the whole family.
Fun for
What
the whole
wears
family.
what wears a coat in the winter and pants in the summer?
What?
A dog.
Oh, that is adorable. Okay, so should we end big joke energy with a big joke, or do we have a little one that we want to spit out there?
I think we should always start trying to end these with like an offensive one.
Okay. I'm not prepared
Tom
with an
is
offensive
immediately
one,
like,
but
okay.
let me.
Okay, wait a minute.
Rolodex. Who would you like me to offend?
Who haven't we picked on recently? We got the casinos last week.
All right. How about let's offend some penguins.
Some who?
Penguins.
Oh, penguins. I think you said
right.
penguins. I'm like, what the fuck's a
Pegged one.
All
penguin?
right.
I was like,
Who the
this is
fuck are the
gross.
penguins? I
I
already fucking don't like them.
Penguin.
Okay, penguins.
A penguin goes on vacation and decides that he's going to go to Arizona because he's never seen the desert. And so he rents a car and he's just driving around Arizona with the air conditioner blasting, because it's Arizona. And, the car burns out and he has to pull into a repair shop. And the repair guy's like, well, it's going to take about an hour for me to figure out what's wrong with your car. So I don't know what you're going to do in the meantime. So the penguin's like, it's just so hot here in Arizona. And he across the street, he sees an ice cream shop. And so he goes over to the ice cream shop and he orders a big vanilla cone. He starts licking it to keep cool. And the ice cream's starting to melt because the penguin doesn't understand how hot it is. And it starts dripping all over his little penguin face and his little penguin chest as he's walking back to the car repair shop. And so he walks in, the car repair guy looks at him and says, well, it looks like you blew a seal. And the penguin says, no, it's just ice cream.
That's fucking good. That's family friendly too. The kids will be like,
Family friendly.
That's like PG-13, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that one. That's a good one. I'm gonna
so
lock
that's
that one
good.
in. Oh my
All
god.
right.
All right.
On
Well,
that
shit.
note, hey, like us on social media, right?
Yep.
We forget to do
Mhm.
this all the time. We're terrible self-promoters.
Yeah.
So let's promote ourselves.
Okay.
Shameless
Love
plugs.
us.
Go.
Love us.
Yeah.
Like us on the socials. If you're and that's the problem I was trying to get to earlier, but I fucking trailed off. But I've noticed we get emails from people like, hey, I'm not on social media. And it's like, okay, good on you. Email us. Like and subscribe to the podcast if you're probably
Yeah.
already subscribed.
Rate.
Just Yeah, rate that shit. That's awesome.
Share it.
That helps.
Recommend it.
Share it. Yeah. We don't run ads yet, but we're heading that way. So you brought this on yourselves.
This is your fault.
It's your fucking fault, man.
You've driven us to this.
There's a couple squirrels trying to get some nuts. You know what I mean? All right. You can email us at lockerroommailbag@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Does anybody call that fucking thing and leave? We still have
Voicemail?
there's still
No, we
messages
don't.
that we forgot to
I don't
fucking
think-
play from.
I don't think we've gotten any voicemails.
Well, there's one that we were supposed to play like a long ass time ago, and we had
Are
our
we
millennials
assholes again?
on. We're assholes.
Oh.
We're always assholes again. We still have to send our fucking boy down and fucking Straya some shit.
Oh.
And I'm waiting on you assholes for. I got my shit. I can
Oops.
hook up with Chuck anytime.
My
but
fault.
you out of state assholes.
My fault.
You can hook up
100%
with me
my fault.
anytime.
You're 100%. Okay.
Yeah, Duck Boy.
I
We got to hook Duck
yeah.
Boy up.
God damn it. I'm a terrible person, Duck Boy. I apologize. Lord, I apologize. All right. Well, and then you can go on to YouTube's and you can watch this if you didn't. Sometimes the YouTube takes a little bit longer for us to get done because, I've got a day job. So if you want to hear right
change
away,
the whole intro shit for
Yeah,
the YouTube
yeah.
one, right?
yeah, exactly.
'Cause
So
they
if you,
bastards.
exactly. So if you want to hear this stuff right away, you download it on Thursdays. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's usually up by the weekend. And we're going to do some fun stuff. Send us those messages. We'll put up Matt, can you just put up?
I could do
on social
something
media?
like on
Like
the
a-
Instagram
just
story.
a-
I'll do a
yeah.
highlight where you can like vote or something, or
Yeah.
like a survey type thing or some shit.
So
I'll
we'll
figure
run
something
that
out.
a couple of times. Go
Yeah.
if you send us an email if you're not on social media and just tell us what movie you want us to ruin. But if you're on social media, go to the Instagram. Matt will set something up. We'll run it a couple of times because I know stories disappear. And then tell us what you
Well,
want
I'll
us to talk
highlight
about.
it so it'll stay up.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. That's
I'm
perfect.
starting to figure that shit out.
Nice. All right. Well, then until our next episode, we'll see you in the locker room.
See ya.
So I will